Alan Gundersheimer opened the fashion department store in 1911 on the corner of State and South High Street. The neighborhood then was considered one of the undesirable sectors of town, tainted by saloons and men loitering outdoors, whittling and chewing tobacco. Respectable women avoided the neighborhood and patronage of the store. During 1913, the landscape changed due to a massive inundation that obliterated the majority of saloons and residential properties. The fashion only operated on the lower two floors of the four-story structure. The top two floors were used for dormitories and temporary housing from those victimized by the flooding and left homeless. The basement would become Coulters, Columbus's first self-service restaurant. That facility fed many of the destitute families during this period. Next door to the fashion was Morehouse Martens, a more celebrated, iconic retail store. Simon Lazarus opened a single-room men's clothing store in downtown Columbus during 1851. The Civil War introduced mass manufacturing of clothing into the garment industry with the production of men's uniforms. Post-war, Lazarus's family business expanded into ready-made men's clothing and additional merchandise lines. Lazarus innovated the industry with discount pricing, avoiding previous bargaining tactics and adding the placement of the Thanksgiving holiday on the fourth Thursday in November, stabilizing the gap between the official Christmas shopping season. Salespeople were called associates, not employees, and his store introduced both the first escalators and air conditioning within the United States. Like many urban downtowns, Columbus faced a steady decline beginning in the 1950s and continuing until the turn of the millennium. The Columbus City Center opened during August 1989, promoting the Lazarus department store as one of the primary anchor retailers connecting to the development via an enclosed bridge across High Street. Other major flagship anchors included Marshall Field's and Jacobson's, completing the three-level shopping mall. Enclosed mall creations peaked during this period, prompting numerous smaller retailers into closing, consolidating, or relocating. The three prominent anchor stores provided a magnet for attracting substantial foot traffic along with smaller adjoining retail tenants. At the apex during 1992, Columbus City Center had 144 tenants occupying over 1.25 million square feet of retail space. By 2009, only 8 small stores remained, occupying a mere 5,000 square feet. In February 2009, plans were announced to replace the mall with a modified development that included an urban park, residential units, carousel, office space, restaurants, and smaller shops. Following demolition, the construction of the adaptive complex began during mid-2010. The Columbia Bicentennial Pavilion was completed the following year, offering concert and performance capabilities. High Point on Columbus Commons would be introduced as a mixed-use development project featuring 301 apartments and townhouses combined with street-level retail fronting High Street. The Pearl Market has operated downtown since 1991 between May through October. In 2017, artist Malcolm Cochran fashioned an intriguing sculptural light fixture at the entryway of Pearl Alley, leading into the downtown market. The humorous light post is a muscular green outstretched arm holding a white globe, presumably a pearl. Cochran modeled the iconic arm after a Pearl Street vendor holding a cantaloupe.